Good evening, everyone. One state senator says he's losing confidence in the leadership at the Department of Children's Services.
His comments follow a News Channel 5 investigation that revealed children sleeping in state office buildings, some even running away from the buildings.
Investigative reporter Ben Hall says some lawmakers are now calling for more legislative oversight of the department.
When I saw News Channel 5's report, I was floorboarded.
State Senator Jeff Yarborough said our report revealed even bigger problems than he realized inside the Department of Children's Services.
People should be able to rely on DCS to actually take care of kids when they're in these crises. And right now, I don't know how we can rely on the department.
We found kids running away from the DCS office building at James Robertson Parkway, more than 40 in the last year, listed as missing persons in police reports.
We're probably at the worst that it's been.
Davidson County Juvenile Court Judge Sheila Calloway requires DCS to tell her every time a child is forced to spend the night at the DCS office because they have no place else to go. She said it's happening more than ever before.
We have to acknowledge we have a problem. We are in a crisis. We have to acknowledge that in order to solve that crisis.
Dirt, trash.
In July, former DCS caseworker Terry Nelson saw this.
They were sleeping on the floor. There were no blankets, there were no pillows, there were no cots.
Nelson took cell phone video of children she was called in to watch who were brought into DCS custody. They had no home for them, so the kids slept on the conference room floor.
That's demeaning. We just told them they don't matter.
Can you just check with the bus station, just tell him to be on the lookout for him. He's going to be a runaway.
But if they run away, police are called. They are arrested and brought to juvenile court. Judge Calloway emphasized the kids are removed from their homes because they were abused or neglected, not because they did something wrong.
They end up getting put into the system as offenders, walking into juvenile court in handcuffs when the whole process started because they were the victims.
But Senator Yarborough was concerned by other problems we found from kids staying in office buildings. In February, DCS reported a 12-year-old and 17-year-old had sex while awaiting placement at the DCS office on Athens Way. The 17-year-old can be charged with rape of a child because by law, a 12-year-old is too young to consent. DCS said it launched an investigation into that incident in coordination with law enforcement. Corrective actions included the termination or resignation of 2 DCS employees.
That was just a few weeks before we heard from the commissioner.
Yarborough was frustrated. Commissioner Jennifer Nichols seemed to minimize concerns about kids staying in office buildings during March budget hearings. She said kids spent the night 58 times in January across the state.
And that's where I sort of did some math and thought 31 days in January, 95 counties. If you had even one child in each county each day, that would have been 2,945 children who spent a night.
No one's ringing the alarm bell. Nobody's bringing in the resources that we need to fix this problem.
Part of the problem is workers leaving the department. DCS has more than 2,700 budgeted caseworker positions. Last month, more than 600 were vacant.
Does the DCS commissioner have your full confidence?
I don't know how anyone could have full confidence in the department or the commissioner right now.
Pressed further, Yarborough said he is not calling on the commissioner to resign. DCS has repeatedly said child welfare agencies across the country are dealing with similar staff shortages, and Tennessee recently raised the pay for DCS caseworkers. Ben Hall, News Channel 5 investigates.